Hello, everyone, and welcome to Paper Route Scrapbooking. I'm Nadine, and today I'm going to be working on another layout for my March Madness series, which involves tackling two challenges at the same time. So my first challenge that I'm going to be working with is a sketch challenge, Christie's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches. Uh, this group is found on Facebook. You can go to the link in the description box, or you can go search. Um, I think it's 30 Days of Sketches with Christie's Beautiful Life is the way that you have to type it in to find it. And then every day, there's one sketch for every day for 30 days. I think because this is March, we actually have 31 this month. This is series 17. So if you go into the Facebook group, there's 17 albums with 30 sketches. And it's a pretty fun thing to do. The sketches are given to Christy specifically for 30 Days of Sketches. So that's kind of cool too. Um, and there is also a collaborative playlist if you want to look that up in the description box as well, where you can go and watch a whole bunch of different videos on people's takes, different takes on these sketches. And I think that's pretty fun. I really like to have that playing in the background when I'm creating so that I feel like, I'm with like-minded people and we're scrapbooking together kind of. And I always get great ideas from those videos. So I got a head start on my layout today. As you can see, followed along with this sketch by Miss Carrie. And she is Miss Carrie Creations on social media, and I linked her YouTube channel below. This is the sketch we're working with today. It has a block of paper back here, a giant tag, what I'm assuming to be two photos here, an embellishment cluster, a banner, and then a little bit of banners up here as well. So for starters, I also felt like there was a black border around the outside, right, on the sketch. So I was having a black background because I don't know if you can see it or not on screen, but it's a tone on tone Star Wars paper, my background. So I thought that was pretty cool for these photos. And so I mounted it on green cardstock because my son was building a green lightsaber. Um, and what else did I do? So then I grabbed this paper because Yoda is also holding a green lightsaber in this paper. And I cut him out because I wanted him included on my layout somehow, but I wasn't sure how I was going to do it because there's only two photos on here and I already had two photos, but I'm going to work it out. So I cut that and then I used a piece of that same paper as my first base block there on the right-hand side from the sketch. So the blue part in the sketch, that's my gray block. I think this was 5.5 by 10 was this piece. The black was 11.5 by 11.5. Then I cut this green paper from my little collection of Star Wars papers. I just have random papers in there. I couldn't tell you where they're all from. I think some of them are out of a paper pad because they're pretty thin. Like this background one is pretty thin. But yeah, so I can just show you my little stack if you want to see. I know there's probably other Star Wars fans out there. So it's just like really thin paper, but it's got a lot of it has the character in the corner. So I think it came from one of those paper pads, but I don't know if it was from Michael's or where I shared it with a friend. So actually a couple of friends, I think. So I just have one set of each, or like one sheet of each of those. But I only have scraps of that left. And I did, I'm getting kicked out again. What is happening? Ugh. Okay, let me know if I start to cut out and I will restart a new live, okay? Because yesterday it did this and then it kicked me right out and then everybody missed the end of my video, which was super annoying. So, okay, I think we're okay. Sorry, guys. I don't know what's happening. I have good Wi-Fi. I checked my modem. Everything's good to go. I restarted my computer last night so that it would, I don't know. Anyway, I'm doing all the things. I just don't know what's happening. Okay, so then I cut out of that green paper, I cut this giant tag shape and I layered it on top of the gray. And then I decided I wanted some stenciling. So I took this stencil from Minte and it has this like steel plate kind of look to it. And I used this rectangle of it right here. And I did a little bit here, a little bit here, and a little bit here. And I used white daisy ink from Close to My Heart. I know that Close to My Heart doesn't exist anymore, but that's what I used. And then I had to decide where Yoda was going. So I wanted him on this side because of the direction that he's facing. And at first I was going to put this up here, but I didn't. I decided to switch it up. So I'm just going to cover part of his lightsaber, and I think that's fine. And then this photo is going to stay up here. And then I took a scrap from this gray paper and I punched some little banners. I have a small banner punch from Stampin' Up. That's what those are from. And then I strung some twine on here, and it's just gray and white baker's twine. And then I stapled the two little corners of the twine with my tiny attacher. You can see those two itty bitty staples there. They're so cute. And then with that same white daisy ink, I took my, what's this? Stitch stamp. And again, that's from Close to My Heart as well, which we all know doesn't exist anymore, but I did link another stitched stamp in the description box, which I love. And I still haven't found another white ink that I love as much as this one. So when I do, I promise I will share what it is. Okay. So after I got all of that figured out, I added a few things that I wanted to put on before I started gluing stuff down. So this frame is out of the Gardenia Film Strip Frames pack, and it's a white one. I'm trying really hard to keep this monochromatic, can you tell? But this background already had this I don't know, orange. I feel like it's the sun, but it's probably just orange. Anyway, so there's that. Then but I tried to keep it like gray, black, white, and then green. So okay, hopefully we're back in business. Can everybody hear me? Can somebody put in the comments if you can hear me? I'm trying again. I don't know. All right, well, hopefully this seems to be working better. So we'll see if we can get it going. So far for me, I'm frozen. Okay. Well, let me know if it comes back because I reconnected it to YouTube. So hopefully we can get back on track. Okay. So let's see how we are doing with this. So we are going to put, so we've started out, this is the base layout that matches with the sketch. I don't know if the first part recorded or not, so I'm just going to start over. This was the base sketch. This was my interpretation of that sketch. I have the gray block here representing the blue block here, the green tag representing the giant tag here. Instead of the banner stringing across where my photo is, I just put a smaller banner here. And then we have some stenciling and stamping and washi tape. And we put our photos in a little bit of a different spot so that I could get Yoda on here because I really wanted to include him. And then for my little embellishment spot, I put my little guy, what's his name? C3PO, so that I could see him because I used him I made him for a swap and I had him left over. So we're going to go with that. I also put a frame here and I titled my layout, Build Your Own Lightsaber. I put a brad for a tag topper with some polka dot ribbon. I put some enamel shapes onto my banners. I stapled my twine on, and I think that's as far as I got. So let's take it from here. I hope this is working now. It seems to be. Okay. So what other things did I want to put on here? Well, let's just go through the Calvin ball list, and that's how we're going to embellish, okay? So first challenge I tackled was the sketch challenge. This is my basic interpretation of the sketch. Now I'm going to embellish using the Calvin ball challenge, which is a list of things to go looking for in your scrapbooks collection of supplies. And I really love this challenge because it reminds me of what is lurking in this craft room. I have a lot of great stuff and I forget about it if it's not sitting right out on my desk. Okay, so I am going to start at the top and we're just going to work our way through. If there's something not on here that I want to add on here, we're going to put it on. Okay, so star, I got 2 little star enamels on these banners. Include 100 words of journaling or more in typewriter font. No, but where is my journaling? I have journaling. Where did I put it? It's here somewhere. It'll resurface. It's only a few lines of journaling, but we'll add it. What's next? A label. Yes, I have a label with a date on it. I already stamped the date and then I ran it through my Xyron to get it sticky so that I can just put it on where I want it. I punched a little out of the, this was with this guy, a little scrap of it, matches. I don't know if I'm going to add it or not. We'll see. But I thought sun, I know is on this list somewhere, so I thought I might add it. So there is my label, which includes my date. There we go. Okay. Label. Selfie, no. Date. Yeah, we got the date on there. Washi tape. This strip right here is washi tape. This little film strip right here. That is washi. I don't know where I got this washi from, but it's so cute, isn't it? I think it might have been from Temu, actually. So haven't shopped from there for a long time, though. I don't really love them that much. I'm working again. Thank you, Alana. I appreciate you saying that. I don't know why it kicked me out again, but it looks like it's working now, and I'm going to keep an eye on it, making sure it's not saying that my connection is unstable again. Okay. So we are to this point, and we are just counting up these points. Let's see what we got. Washi tape, project from pre-March, no. Ribbon, we got ribbon here. Stitching, I stamped my stitching stamp using White Daisy from Close to My Heart. Both of these products are from Close to My Heart, which is no longer. I have not yet found a white ink that I love as much as this one. If I do find one, I will let you guys know. And I love this stitching stamp and found a similar one by Woodware Stamps, and I put a link to what it looks like in the description of my video in case you're interested in looking it up for yourself. Stitching frame. So I have this frame. It is from Gardenia Film Strip Frames by 49 and Market. That's my favorite pack. That's the second one. I've already used one of those packs. Let's see what else we have. Paper clip. Yes, I have this green paper clip that I think I'm just going to put up on the corner of this little piece here. What else? Enamel dots. I have these enamel dots, but I'm going to add them last. Okay, so I'm going to set them up here so we don't forget about them. Oh, and I should tell you, I inked everything in Black Soot Distress ink as well. Okay, so we have paperclip, enamel dots, heart. I put a little heart in the middle of this banner piece right here. A doily. I decided that I'm not putting a doily on this one. I feel like a doily isn't going to do what it's do. Polka dots. There's polka dots on my ribbon. Use a stencil. I should probably be keeping track of my points thus far because you don't want to watch me go through this list twice now because it's getting so long. So day 14, We have a star typewriter font I did with my journaling, but I don't know what I did with my journaling. It's here somewhere, I promise. I did type it and print it, and I have these little journaling strips that are on one of these, but I don't know where it is. I don't know what I did with it. It's missing. I'm sure it'll turn up. Okay. A label right here. And there's no selfies. There's a date right there again. Washi tape, that film strip one. Finish a pre-March project. No, we got ribbon right there. We have stitching on those. We have it here and here. And I'm glad we're back to just counting points normally because I did not enjoy double dipping. No double dipping day yesterday was hard for me. Because I had to remember what I'd already counted and try not to count it twice. Frame, we have that gardenia frame. Paper clip right here. We are going to put enamel dots on the layout for sure. What else we got? A heart right in the middle of that banner. And doily, we decided no. Polka dot, we have polka dots on our ribbon. Stencil, I used this Minte stencil in 3 places on my layout. Again, using that white daisy ink, and I just used this kind of corner of the stencil. So it's this one that looks like a metal plate of some sort. I thought it went well with Star Wars. So stencil, camera. I have a little camera right here. And I thought maybe I could put it here where on the date that I took the photo. Camera, something like that. I'm not really sure. Kind of want it right on the photo, but do I really want to? I don't know if I want to glue it there. Let's leave it for a minute and we'll see. Handwriting, there's a little bit of handwriting in this date stamp here. Arrow, I have a few arrows. I have this chipboard arrow. I also have a yellow arrow and like yellow-green arrow and a green arrow. And I think I'm going to use the chipboard one because I think that's worth a different point also. And I kind of just am thinking like that. So we got an arrow. And then word strip sticker, I grabbed this book again. This is the Chit Chat. I think it's called Chit Chat or Small Talk. Good question. Small Talk Ideology Tim Holtz booklet. And I think I'm going to pick this one that says no beauty shines brighter than that of a good heart, because that sounds like something that Yoda would say about a Jedi. So I think that would be a good one for this layout. And I'm just gonna put that up here. Okay, so we have a word strip sticker. Film strip is on our washi tape. What else we got? Hexagons. I had this little thing that was, I don't know what it's from, but it was under my Big Shot machine, like my layout. Hexagons, plaid. No, there's no plaid. Circle, my circle. And a birthday, no. A tag. We definitely got tag covered. That's a big tag, hey? Stripes. This gray paper is striped. Twine. We got our twine holding the banner up there. Watercolor, no. Rub-on. Oh, yes, I have rub-ons. There were rub-ons in this package, and I checked them. They still work. So these are Star Wars rub-ons. It says 4 sheets. They're just whatever I have left at this point. This is what it looked like originally. You're running out of enamel dot shapes. Yeah. I don't shop for enamel dots on Amazon. I actually shop at a store in Quebec. I think it's called Scrapbook Central. And I buy them there. Or there's another one in Edmonton called, I want to say Urban Scrapbook. Is that the right one? That also does these Alta New ones that are all one color. So those are both Canadian shops that ship like online, like you can buy online. So you could check those two out, Alana, Scrapbook Central or Urban Scrapbook. Okay. So these were also from that same bundle that I showed you that were the scrap papers. I don't know if you guys were here because it kept cutting out, but I had these old scraps. And it was StarWars.com 2009 Lucasfilms. So these are really old. So I wasn't sure if they'd work, but I tried them and they worked fine. Now I want to put this one down here. So I don't know if it'll work on the washi tape, but I'm really hoping that it will. And it says, "May the force be with you." So let's check that. Yep, it's working. And they're coming off quite nicely, actually, considering that they're from 2009. Isn't that funny? Because I tried those Vicky Bouton ones the other day. Nope, no luck. And those were newer than this. So I think it just depends how they're manufactured. There we go. Oh, get that one down. That didn't come off the way I wanted it. Won't that be annoying if one word didn't come off? I mean, I'll make it work if it doesn't, but this has happened to me before. Where it comes off the sheet, but it doesn't stick to the paper. What? I know. Okay. May the force be with you. Very nice. So now we have our rub-on point. Where were we? Up here, rub-on. Monochromatic. I think this is a monochromatic layout. Grid. Oh. Staple. I stapled my twine onto my banner there. Cut file. This guy was a cut file from SVG cut file from Crafty Nook, which I couldn't find online anymore. They don't exist, but that's where I got it. Ombre, no. Splatter. I do have some splatter. This is Mr. Huey's Color Mists in Calico White. I need my scrap paper though, because I want to cover up. Where did I put it? Did I put it back up here? Probably. Yep. To cover up my photos. Trying not to make a big mess out of it. Some down here. And then I'll put some up in this corner too. This is also very old, and I did find a new one of these that I kind of think will be awesome, but I haven't actually tried it myself yet. I just have seen other people use it, and I thought it looks really good. And it is the Dina Wakley one, Dilutions, I think I don't know. I think that's what they're called. So, and that's from Ranger. So if you're looking for a white splattering ink, spray ink, I found my journaling. It was on the floor. Okay. Where's this going to go? So this is all my journaling, but it's in that typewriter font. I think I'll just put it here with my other word strip. It just says, Aiden loved building his own Jedi weapon to take home. He's all grown up now. Okay, so we got our splatter. It's crooked. Okay, do we got it now? Splatter. Yes. Sun. I was debating on whether or not to add this, but you know what I could do? That's kind of fun, right? Does that look weird? I feel like I need something else yellow, like that greeny yellow color, so I could put this arrow up there. And then I have it in all 3 spots. Hmm. Yep. Good enough, right? Oops, I messed up my splatter. Okay. So, sun and coffee. No, there will be no coffee on my Star Wars layout. Avocado. I did not find a Star Wars worthy avocado, so I didn't put one on here. White pen. I could add a little white pen, couldn't I? I'm just going to take my white pen, and down here where I have my white stitching, I'm going to put a different kind of stitching. We're going to just do 3 little X's here, and we'll do 3 little X's here. There we go. Now we've used our white pen. So we can add that point as well. A sloth. I also don't want a sloth on my Star Wars layout, unfortunately, or pickles. I have no memorabilia. I'm not going to put a flower on here. I did use a sketch, so I get a point for that. A butterfly is not happening. Oh, that's old. Holiday, this is not a well, we were on holiday. Does that count? Holiday. Cloud. Now I do have a cloud. Is it on here? Is it on this one? I threw it away. I've done this before where I throw them away and they're not actually empty. Can't remember. Oh no, it's on here. I just can't see it because it blends in so well. So I have this vellum cloud that I could put with my sun. Oh gosh. I don't know. I don't like it on there. It doesn't look right, but I don't know if it'll come back up. I might have to leave it. Lifting things up. Have a drink of water. Everybody stay hydrated. Okay, let's see. Maybe it'll look better behind C3PO. Yeah, actually, he looks better on the white. So I'm going to leave it there. That's my cloud. Okay. Books, no. Wood veneer. My wood veneer camera. Fussy cut something. Okay, so I have this sitting beside me, and it has, this is one of the sheets out of that paper pad that I was telling you I shared with my friends. And we have a lightsaber that matches with my layout. So let's fussy cut it and see if we can find it at home. And I'm just going to do a quick fussy cut, leaving a green border around the outside because it'll be faster that way. And it's not a super complicated shape or anything. So I don't think it'll take me too long to cut it out with you guys. I was hoping to do it before I turned on the camera, but I didn't. I ran out of time. And here we go. Fun, right? There's actually a few sheets in there with like icons like this that you can cut out. So I was like, that's good because where do you find Star Wars icons? It's hard to find. All right. Does that blend too much? Do I want it up here? Sorry, I keep moving my layout off the screen. It's annoying. I think I like it here. kinda wanna cover up this kid in the yellow sweater, but he's so bright. Okay, I'll ink the edges and we'll put a little bit of glue on it and stick it down temporarily so I can move it later if I don't like it. Sometimes after I take the picture, like after I photograph the layout, after I turn off the camera, I don't like where something is and then I'll move it. So let's put it here for now. It just has a little bit of adhesive there. And I actually think that looks pretty good. Okay. So fussy cut something. Check. What else? A banner. We definitely have a banner there. Mushrooms, no. Bees, not happening. Sequins, I do have some green sequins. I did go pull out my sequins box last night after I told you guys. I haven't pulled that out yet. I should probably do that. Thank you. I'm glad you like the splatter. Yeah, good. I like it too. I just never think to do it unless somebody tells me to. It's just never become part of my process. Okay. So I think we can put 2 little sequins to finish off our banner pieces. There we go. Put one on this one. And they're just tiny ones, so that fits really nicely with my other tiny shapes that I got on there. Okay, so we got sequins right here. There will be no hedgehog on this layout. Stamp. I stamped my stitch lines and my date. So stamping is done. Journaling card, no, I didn't use a journaling card or a bow or lace. This cloud is made of vellum, so that's a point. No, but you know what I've noticed? I could have been counting vegetable point because an avocado is a vegetable, right? So I feel like yes. Dinosaur, pink, purple, none of those are happening. Snowflakes, no. Frogs, no. Brad, we have a big old Brad right there. A shaker, no. A chicken, again, no. A flag, I feel like these are flags. Flag banner, yeah. Fruit, no. Chipboard, yes. We have this little chipboard piece here. And a car. We have no car. Do they have cars in Star Wars? No, they have land walkers and Falcon, the Millennium Falcon spaceships. Okay. So then I get points also for the other things. Let's see what else I can do. I get a point for making a layout. I get a point for making a video. I get a point for sharing my layout on the gallery. I get a point for sharing it to my Paper Route Scrapbooking profile on Facebook. If you haven't been to my Facebook page for Paper Route Scrapbooking, I'd really love it if you went there and clicked the follow button. I'm trying to get 100 people following so that I can post live stream videos there of little things. Okay. Group Instagram and YouTube. So that's all the things, I believe. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47. And I knew this one would be a little bit less because I was being pretty specific about not adding certain things. I was being a little bit more fussy than I usually am with Calvin Ball. Because I feel like Star Wars is kind of a specific thing. So find it a little harder to add things like flowers and butterflies. Even the sun and the cloud are a bit of a stretch for me, but we'll make it work, right? So that's actually everything for today. Tomorrow is Saturday, and I will be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, which is 5 p.m. Pacific and 8 p.m. Eastern time. So if you want to come and join me again, that's when I'll be here. Same as Sunday. So I'll be here for the next couple days at that same time. I know for sure I will not be here Tuesday. If I do a layout, it's going to be a recorded one because I have a meeting that night that's going to go late into the evening. And I will not have, I won't have it in me to come and do a layout. So but yes, Saturday and Sunday I will be back and I hope you can join me. Thank you so much for coming today. Please go check out the other people who are participating in 30 Days of Sketches over on that playlist. And if you are interested in participating in Calvin Ball or just getting inspiration from there, it's a free thing. You can go sign up at scraphappy.org. That's also linked in the description box. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Bye for now.